Hello everybody, welcome back to the ZaiLetsPlay sub-server. We're on like episode 115, maybe 116. This is my most ongoing series on my channel so far. I would say a very big thank you for this community, for sure. Because the numerous communities I join, this is one of the... This is by far most of the most fun, most glad community I ever joined. Because when I don't play on the server when I first joined, right? You get some time off. Like you don't see the people that join the server for the first time keep on playing. Like they have other stuff to do or they just moved on. But it's good to like go back to where you actually like started from, and you can tell that I started from here. If I have like over 100 episodes, so you can go back to episode 1. Things are very different from it's back then. So you might be wondering, where did you go? Like, you know, the activity that's on the server connects to like my YouTube videos. Like you see me posting, I'm clearly active just somewhere. If you see me post a video, I usually play on that server. So if I post like a Hypixel video, I'm mostly on Hypixel. If I post this server, I'm most likely playing on this server right now. So that being said, with no YouTube activity, I wasn't anywhere. I was like dealing with life situation, and I guess I got it all handled since I'm back to YouTube and Minecraft. So I like to say thank you, a very big thank you for this community, because it is so friendly most of the time, majority of the time, and it never fails me, or it never fails to amaze me to fit in. Like I can say whatever in chat and they'll like laugh right away, or like, hey, that's funny, we can talk some more. Now this particular topic is just like, it's very broad. It's like it has a lot of components. It's not possible for me to capture it in one single episode, so it'll be a bummer if I miss out on some stuff, but at least the majority of the stuff will be said and I'll be satisfied with that. I'm currently working on my claim right now. It is right next to my old shop. That's my old shop. I went to the place over there. Behind that shop, Alex's shop, is my inventory stuff, right? With the houses. That claim got reset. So the person that took my stuff to like redecorate or reorganize wasn't playing for 30 days. So all the stuff got reset. So I gotta start all over. But that's okay, because I still have my diamond armor with like mending protection. I had no tools whatsoever. I did have some stuff over here, which is a couple iron blocks. I did find diamonds, so that's enough for enchantment table. I just went mining to get from obsidian. We got some bookshelves, which is cool. Right here, I'm just cooking some iron. Oh, this thing, I'm using lava. Might as well use stone or cobblestone to just not waste the fuel right there. And I'm planning to expand over here because I went to the admin claim. I need a stick now. Let's see. Got a stick. Now I wanted to like explain this. This is like a storytelling episode, not just me like doing a server side episode like I usually do. I believe the claim limit, like neighbor thing, is 12 blocks away, so I counted 12 blocks. There's 12 blocks in between. I don't think she mined. Well, my build will be better than hers anyways, just wink wink, you know. And then there's that build, that's 12 blocks away, so that'd be fine. I measured 12 blocks away from that, so it like follows an outline. And then all this stuff, I have this free stuff to build, which is quite nice, so might as well build like a little factory again. I'm planning like build, like, you know how I had a factory and a shop? I'm just gonna build like a massive building all in one, have a factory inside and the shop all together. It's like it will be similar to a castle. There's gonna be a farm in the castle and then a shop in the castle. Might as well put it all together. And the good thing about having it, like, my claim blocks are returned. Like I have 2,100 or 2,100 claim blocks, so I can like claim more now. I just gotta like know where to claim, so all this stuff will be claimed, so you guys won't claim it. There you go. And I'll just continue on the story while I just fix up this place. So originally, when I joined the server, I was like, wow, this server is pretty cool. Might as well start recording videos. This is the second server I joined in my Minecraft career. Like I joined the first one, that didn't work out because there was admin abuse, so might as well find a new one. And then there's this one. Wow, I didn't claim it. Now you know what people do mostly do on their most active server? Cannot claim? So the most active people on the server, they mostly have like a goal in mind. Goals can be like whatever, I don't know, like goals can be anything, range from anything. Like one person could be like a good builder. Something noticeable that once they like become inactive, people start to notice like, whoa, this person doesn't play on the server anymore. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of the players online notices that I didn't like restock my shop because they all or most of the players depended on my shop. But yeah, I'm planning to bring that back, revive the economy series. But my legacy, what I wanted to leave my mark on this server is like someone that leads an example, a person to expect to be always on the server. Like, you know how there's servers out there and then there's the like most known player. Like if you join a fan server, there'll always be that one person always there. They don't play any other server but that one. I want to be that person because you know, players come and go. I find that in communities, but because they like have stuff to do in their life, and once they have free time, they come back here, and I would expect them to like see some familiar faces, and me being there would be, I guess it'll help with the transition with the new players, because when they come back, they'll surely ask questions. They'll be like, hey, can someone like bring me up to speed of what's going on? And if no one, and usually the new players, they have like, they don't actually, they see you as a stranger, but yet you played in the past. So there's like the sense of confusion and non-interaction with each other. But at one point, I felt that my legacy was damaged. Like there was one point I thought I wasn't the well-known player on the server. Like I thought people, a lot of players online or a lot of players in this community thought, oh look, it's that guy, the salty guy. I was salty at some point on the server, and I thought they just like they thought of me that way. But I disregarded everyone that like had very positive feedback. There's a lot of people online on this server in particular. They're like, hey, good video, but I keep receiving those messages on YouTube already, so they didn't stick by me. Like if I add them all together, it's like over the 100s, but I didn't think of it that way. I only saw it as an individual comment, one by one. It's like, hey, good they kept saying, hey, good video. I'm like, thanks, and that we just carried on our conversation. I saw every one of you as an individual saying, hey, good video, keep it up. I didn't. If you put it all together, you get a big army. I just didn't see that army. So what I saw this group of people all have negative like feedback towards me, and that like outweighs all the positiveness. So I just like took time off from that. Also, there's a difference between friends and fans. Like, you know, friends are the ones that hang out with you, like, you know, joins regular Skype call. Fans, they don't join Skype call, but they watch your videos. Friends, not so much. They know you record, but they're not interested in your content because, you know, they move on in life. You hang out so much of them that they eventually move on. There's like, you know, there's a cycle of moderators. I've seen a fair share of moderators just move on in the server. Like some resign and some move on, then you get fresh new ones. And I thought, hey, I'm seeing a cycle here. The age still stays the same, right? This server, I see it as like a regular age group. It stays like in the mid-teens. Once the players reaches the high teens, they move on. They focus more in their studies rather than play on the server. For me, it's not the case though. Like I joined my high teens, and there's still like cases where you still see the high teens still play on the server. So there's a lot of exceptions, that's for sure. There's particular like plugins that made the people I hang out with just move on. Like when the marriage plugin got installed, they weren't very satisfied with that because of the age difference. Like there's a lot of minors on this server, and I'm over the age, so it doesn't make sense. Like they said to be careful with this kind of stuff because, you know, all this online safety stuff, don't like give out personal information, and since I'm like above the age, there's a big high risk of me being in trouble, and they knew that I like to like fit in this community, and they're just worried that I would just get too much involved with all this stuff, so they just like didn't bother to hang out anymore. But it's fine though. Like there's all the server, not 100% of it. It's like all minor. There's a few adults on the server, so there's no need to worry. There's still plenty of options. I don't mind. Like you'll probably see me not have a partner anytime soon though, so it's good that people are looking out for me. But if they're moving on, I gotta like make new friends to hang out. But you know, this server's open. But I find that most of my friends that hangs out with me and also had a history with the server, they dislike this server so much though. I didn't ask why though, but I can actually tell like the excuses every single time is this server is sucking up your money. And I didn't want to reply to them because that would be, I didn't want to cause any drama. And what I thought in my head was, hey, they're not forcing you to donate. It's an option to donate. And I guess they're just they weren't satisfied with the amount that you had to donate. Like sure, there's servers out there where they have permanent donation, but this one, it's temporary. It only lasts 1 month. So without those donations, this particular server wouldn't be running, and we would not have met at this location because all of the friends I hang out with, I met in this particular server. So we wouldn't be together if no one donated. So that's why donations are so important. But like I said, friends are the ones you hang out with, so you tend to follow them. You know how people move on? I moved on with them, right? We had a good time together on the server. Why not continue it on like other platform media, like other servers? Because people tend to get sick with this server, so they play like other servers to not get bored. And what they like about me is my jokes and silliness, I guess. And at one point, I guess I was like stressed in life and I couldn't handle it. Like I had to come up with very clever wording because they caught up with my jokes. Like they said jokes of their own. I'm like, hey, I'm so proud of myself being a teacher, teaching these kids on how to make jokes. So there was a pressure, there was a sense of competition in the group here that we actually ended, like, we stopped talking to each other. So that was a sad time that needs some time alone. And one way to recover from it is go back to this server. Because, you know, this is the little leagues. Going out there, that's the big leagues. I'm not ready for the big leagues. There's way too much thinking in the big league, so I'm gonna stay here for a while till I like recover my footing here. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Actually, yeah, I have 87 levels. All my levels are kept. All my items got wiped aside from my inventories one. So the shop will is gonna come very shortly. I'm gonna keep the terrain like this. I just want to like flatten it out. It just looks like inhumane. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.